Okay, everybody, we're back. Jason Giannone here alongside Mike Janis, representing Bender. I'm the territory manager. Mike is our tech support. You might have saw in our previous video, we went over some of the features and benefits of the Dust-Free Active. This is a whole home air purification system. Comes with a UVC light, but also offers ionization and oxidation as well. So really going to keep the air in your home clean. We're going to go ahead and unbox this thing. Mike's going to go over what's inside here, what to expect when you do open up this box. And then later on in the video, we will actually install it to show you how simple and easy that could be as well. So Mike, take it away.
Perfect. Thanks, Jason. All right. So simply, we're going to open up the box. When you open it up, this is what we're going to see. All right. So we have in here, we have installation instructions on how to, good places to put it in the furnace, and what to expect when you commission it and go to turn it on. The second part is our wiring diagram. Very easy to use, color-coded, and we'll be using that to hardwire it into the system. All right, next, we're gonna take out this little styrofoam which holds it in place, and then we bring out the Dust-Free Active, all right? This here is the core, where all the ionizing and oxidation happens. The light is actually in the middle of this. All right. Here's what it looks like on the side that we'll be seeing from the ductwork. And the installation is pretty basic, just like any other UVC light. You cut the hole big enough to slide this in, and then this is the mounting plate. You screw that on, and then you mount the power pack on there. All right. All right. Now we're gonna see what's underneath here. Inside the box, we have the transformer, which is zip tied to the box. All right, so be prepared for that. Here's the transformer. You have two taps. You have your 208, 230, plus your 110 volt hookups. All right, here's your 24 volt side right here. Next, we have inside the box comes with wire nuts and some mounting screws. And then inside here, we have the wires. Now there are different types of ways to mount this, and it also comes with wire nuts, all right? Then here's your cord. Once you wire in the transformer, you'll then wire one end of the cord to the low voltage side of the transformer. And then over here you have, which appears to be about 6 feet of cord, which really helps you put the unit anywhere. It's probably a little longer. It might be 8 feet, all right, of wire, which helps you put the mount it anywhere you want within reason on the ductwork. Okay?
Now, Mike, before we get into the install, where is the recommended area of the system to put this?
So the best place to put it that they recommend in the instructions is above the evaporator coil. Because now you're doing two things. You're helping ionize and oxidize the air, and you're also keeping the evaporator coil clean of mold or anything that could build up on it in the off cycle when it's still, still wet, all right? So that is the best place. You can put them in the return as well.
And just to note too, the UVC is very, very powerful, right? So we want to make sure that when you do install this thing, don't look at it when it's turned on, right?
Yeah.
Don't let your skin get exposed to it for a long time. You can get severely burned. It's not a black light, although a lot of people think it looks like one. This is UVC. It's very powerful rays coming out. So be sure not to look directly at the light when it's on, and don't let your skin get exposed to it either, because you can't get burned. That's why these things belong in the duct system.
Perfect. All right, let's install this bad boy.
Let's go.
All right, so we've got this all prepared to be installed. One thing everybody needs to take away from this is, if you notice on the tip of the core, there's an arrow. That arrow needs to be facing in the airflow direction. All right, so that's what we're going to do today. Now, to mount this, you have 4 screws right here that will come off, and then this plate separates, and then you mount the plate on the ductwork, then this will slide on. All right. Also, if you notice that if your arrow, let's say you have to put it in your ductwork and the arrow needs to face that way because our air is going through here and out. If you do that, your sign, the logo is going to be turned. All right, so it's a very simple process to align that so it's back this way. All right, and what you do is you remove this screw here and this screw here, pop this up, and then you turn it 180 degrees in whichever direction you need to go so that this is now facing the right way. Okay, so now we're going to mount this mounting plate. We'll take these screws out. These screws have a washer on them, so just be prepared that they might fall. Okay, now that the screws are off the mounting plate, it just simply slides right off. Okay. And then we have the backing, this for the gasket. Just peel that off. Now you need to make sure that since we took the time to line everything up, we have to make sure that the screws line up the right way on the hole. All right, the lugs here. So this is up like this. So that's it. So they're going to be like that, not like this. Okay. So once the mounting bracket is placed on the ductwork, we can now put in the actual UV light. Again, we want to make sure the arrow is facing in the direction of the airflow. In this case, the arrow is facing up, so the airflow is going to come through here and come out the top. All right. Now, if you notice, we changed this around as well, so we have the logo facing in the right direction. Simply slide this in this tight area. We can make it work. All right, now that we have our dust-free active mounted on the plenum, on the supply plenum above the evaporator coil, we can now wire it. And if you notice, we kind of prepared this. We put a transformer down here that steps it down from 120 volts to 24 volts, which goes to our plug. And it's going to come over here onto the other side of the active. All right. Now, if you look at this plug, it's got an oblong shape to it, so it only goes in one way. Once it goes in, you give it a quarter turn, and that kind of locks it in there. All right. In and a quarter turn, and now it's in there nice and tight. Okay, now that we have the power on, you could tell by the green light that is lit here. You may not be able to see it because of the pipes, but there is a green light on the top, and that lets you know that the dust-free active is activated and ready to go. With this, you will have your ionization, you'll have your oxidation, you have your UVC light. Okay, that's about it. We have the thing mounted onto the bracket. We have the green power light on, which you can't see, the pipes are in the way, but that will indicate that you do have power going to the light. So very simple, maybe 40 minutes depending on what your wiring looks like. If you can get to 120 volts, just put your step down transformer in. And other than that, dust-free active.
All right, guys, there you have it. Michael Janis installing the dust-free active here. Takes about a half hour to 40 minutes to do, soup to nuts, so really easy install. Excited to have this in my home, gonna clean the air. I really look forward to that ionization and oxidation process that this will do. We have these in stock at Bender, so feel free to give us a call and we'll make sure to get you guys what you need.
One last thing I'd like to add, guys, simple, 120 volts, step down transformer. I wouldn't recommend using the system transformer. It possibly may overload it, but other than that, very easy to install. So here you have it, the dust-free active, nice and easy. Give us a call.